Jet Airways officially found new owners yesterday, reviving the airline after 18 months on the ground. The sale comes during a difficult time for Indian aviation as passenger figures remain heavily down. So what will the new Jet Airways look like? Let's explore. First, let's see who are the new owners. Before we jump into Jet's plans for the future, it will be interesting to note the airline's new owners. A consortium of investors consisting of Kalrock Capital and entrepreneur Murari Lal Jalan officially won the bid to take over the airline yesterday. Kalrock Capital is a London-based financial advisory and asset management firm, which focuses on real estate, venture capital, and special situations. It is unclear if the firm has worked with airlines previously or if this will be their first foray into the industry. Details on Murari Lal Jalan are harder to come across. According to CNBC TV 18, Jalan is an Indian, UAE-based entrepreneur with sizable investments in many industries including tourism and real estate. Neither owner seems to have a background in aviation. Most importantly, the new owners have plans to pump in over $136 million or 1,000 crore rupees into Jet Airways over the next 5 years. This will be key to helping the airline get back on its feet, hire new management, and acquire much-needed assets. But wait! Running an airline is unavoidably expensive. One of the most basic costs is the price of buying the airplanes themselves. For instance, a Boeing 737, a relatively small passenger jet, costs around $50 million or more. Larger jets can approach $300 million in price. Hiring qualified pilots to fly the planes is another major cost. A pilot with 10 years of experience will earn upwards of $100,000 in annual salary. First officers and other crew members make less, but still represent a major cost. Fuel costs not only take a huge chunk out of an airline's revenue, they are notoriously volatile. From month to month, airlines never know exactly how much fuel is going to cost. Domestic airlines in the US spend a combined $2 to $5 billion on jet fuel every month. Countless other expenses also weigh down an airline's bottom line. Maintenance costs, fees paid to airports, fees paid to the government, the cost of food served to passengers, the cost of running computer systems to track bookings, fees and percentages paid to travel agents and websites, pilot training, and other incidental costs all add to operating expenses. These costs can be compounded by certain realities of the airline industry. For example, long flights cost the airline proportionally more money. That's because they're in the air for a long while and burn a lot of fuel, but the passengers still only pay for a single ticket. Empty seats represent an additional cost. The plane has to make the trip for the paying passengers, but if not all of the tickets were sold, the airline is not making the maximum possible profit on that flight. If airlines have to deal with so many costs, how will Jet manage? And after all, the new owners don't seem to have any background in aviation. Well, the answer of that question will be revealed by time. Now let's see how the airline will look like. A Kalrock Capital board member told CNBC TV 18, "Our plan is to be a full-service airline. So we will start with domestic. We already have a route plan in mind for domestic, and will go international as well depending on the slot allocation. This means the airline will return as a full-service one, sticking to its origins." It's currently unclear if the new investors plan to use Jet's fleet of 12 remaining aircraft or lease a newer fleet. Will Jet succeed? While the investment will revive the airline, Jet Airways is returning to a crowded Indian aviation market. Since its demise, full-service competitor Vistara has gone long-haul and low-cost carriers continue to dominate the market. To win back market share, Jet will have to rely on its brand loyalty and strong marketing. Another major hurdle is the current pandemic. With domestic capacity still recovering and international traffic nascent, Jet Airways' key business routes remain largely empty. The airline will need to adapt to the current market rather than recreating its past. What do you think about Jet's revival? Will you fly with the airline? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked the video, make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.